test, the Pap smear, done in 1984. The Mobile County Health Department is offering free cancer tests for women at the Mobile County Health Department complex located at 251 North Bayou Street. These appointments are offered on Monday from 12:30 to 2 o'clock p.m. and Wednesday from 9 o'clock to 9:30 a.m. For appointments, call the Mobile County Health Department at 690-8186 or 690-8174. Now back to the discussion with Mr. Davis.
Mr. Moore, we are discussing unemployment compensation benefits, and the caller called a little while ago and he wanted to know why he wasn't eligible. Who actually determines whether an applicant is eligible for unemployment compensation benefits?
The claims examiners in Montgomery. We take the claim locally and then we submit it to Montgomery for a decision.
So a lot of times when people may be a little irate at the interviewers in the employment service, they don't actually determine if they're eligible for unemployment benefits or not.
We make no decisions locally at all on eligibility.
Mr. Moore, where do the funds used to pay unemployment compensation benefits come from?
From the employer. They pay a tax depending on the number of claims filed against them. And all the employers throughout the state contribute to this, and then all claims come out of that fund.
How is the amount of benefits that one receives calculated? How is that actually determined?
That's on your quarters in the base period. Now, the base period is the first 4 of the last 5 calendar quarters. That's currently April of 85 through the end of March 86. In that period of time, you would have to have a high quarter, let's say $1,000. And then in the other 9 months, you need half again as much, or say $500, for a total of $1,500 to qualify.
So a person can get out of work, and depending upon the quarter or the month, a person may be ineligible for benefits, say in June, but then when the month of July rolls around, then they may be eligible based on the quarter, the base period, and that's what the caller was alluding to, the fact that he had so much money in a certain period of time, but that time had elapsed.
Yeah, the base period will change in January, April, July, and October. Every 3 months, we drop 3 months and pick up an additional 3 months. So it's constantly changing.
Mr. Moore, how long can one draw unemployment compensation in Alabama?
Maximum is 26 weeks. Now, not everyone will draw 26 weeks, but the maximum is 26.
At one time, they had federal extensions, like when a person would exhaust the 26 weeks of unemployment compensation. Are there any extensions now, federal extension, or once a person runs out of that 26 weeks, are they totally out at this point?
Right now, we have just the 26 weeks. The extensions are based on the unemployment level, and it has to stay at a certain level for a period of time. And then those programs key in, but we don't have them now, and does not look like we will anytime soon.
Okay. Is there any circumstance where a person can be fired from a job? I know unemployment compensation is for people who are laid off, but are there any circumstances where a person can be fired from a job and still be eligible for benefits?
Oh, sure. Take it as an example, inability to do the job. If you're doing the best job you can do, and the employer is simply not satisfied with that, and he lets you go, that's not your fault. And you would be eligible for unemployment.